Kevin UCC back with another race. Please like, subscribe, and we got the Canyon Air Road 2021, my Zip 808s, and then I got the November Fondo jersey on. I unlocked it, green and yellow. Excited about that one. You'll see me in the race, quite different. And just at the starting line here, it's a sprint race under 9K in distance, and I like these ones because they're quick. Typically a sprint finish, and they're all category races. So you have A, B, C's, and D's all racing together. And you'll see on the right in the leaderboards there, as well as the top in the map, it's all differentiated by color. So we have B's are green and A's are red. Those are going to be, I guess, my main competitors in the front group and then in the sprint. And I've been wearing a Whoop since last day of October, and the goal was to wear it all through November and bike 1,000 kilometers and see how it affects my body, my heart rate, my recovery, my sleep, etc. And today my Whoop was actually the all-time lowest in recovery. It gave me 15%. So on days like that, they tell you don't do anything strenuous. Keep your heart rate, a baseline somewhere in the middle, but I need content here. We're going to do a race. I'm not listening to this Whoop, and we're going to see how it turns out. So I feel pretty good getting on the bike, and I am decent start, but I need to get in the pack here, and you could see it's stretching out a little bit, but I'm in the top half there. I'm top 25 right now. What's important here is just closing the gap and sticking with the front group. So I'm going to show you the first 1.5 kilometers, then we're going to skip through. But for now, we're looking okay. I just need to maintain the power, keep my heart rate's 170, which isn't bad, 173 right now. It's a short race, so I want to burn all the matches, within 9 kilometers, within the 10 minutes or 12 minutes in the duration of the race. It's looking good now because I actually maintained over 300 watts and made it to the front of the group here. I don't want to take the lead. I don't want to be sitting and eating all the wind. So I drop off the power a little bit, sit in the group. Now at about 1.5 kilometers, I skip forward here. So you see at the top 1.3, we're coming on 1.4. But basically I get in the front group, which is great. And I sit in until the climb. So we're going to skip to 5 or 6 kilometers now. And we have what they call in this course is the leg snapper coming up. So you'll see it's a pretty flat race so far, 31 meters elevation. And now you'll see here's this just crazy climb. You can see on the map at the top right, 8% gradient. You could see what the hill kind of looks like underneath on the bottom of the map. And I'm not prepared for this. I'm throwing up 700 watts, getting out of the saddle and just giving it my all to stay with the front group. But it's pretty tough. And we are 5.5 kilometers in. We have 3.5 left to the finish line, and it's stretching out quite a bit. A lot of A's stayed in the group and made it to the top of the hill, but I'm still putting in over 500 watts to make it to the top here because I do know this course. I know there's a downhill coming up. So, 190 beats per minute heart rate, over 400 watts. I need to make it over to the top here. A few guys meet me there, and we go on the descent. And I need to get, I don't know where the front group is going. They might be too far at this point, but I need to stay with this second group. And with, just over 3 kilometers left, I need to be in it for the sprint. I'm in 17th, and there's, 3 or 4 guys in arm's reach. So, 14th finish, 13th, 12th finish would be good. And then you go on Zwiftpower to adjust for category. I might be in the top 10, top 5 in category B. So I'm not in the worst spot. I'd obviously love to be with the front group there, but we're going to do what we can, and we're going to catch these guys here. There's about 5 of them. And we're going to stick with them and just conserve energy for the final sprint. So heart rate's, a little bit higher than I'd like, but we just did that leg snapper climb there, and we're on the descent. I'm putting in 350, over 400 watts in order to catch these guys. And we have 2.5 kilometers left. I need to kind of sit in draft and conserve energy as much as I can and go for the sprint. I'm feeling pretty good, and on a sprint race, aside from the 15% Whoop recovery, I'm feeling pretty good, and I think I have the gas to go for the sprint. And I have a decent sprint, 800 watts at, for 15 seconds. It might be enough to do it. We're going to skip ahead here until the last kilometer and see what happens. So we actually end up catching this red guy on the right. He fell off the first group. And there's going to be one more skip where we just go to the last 500 meters here. But here's the sprint group here. We got 400, 300 meters left. We got a group of about 6. The red guy that we caught up with is still back in it. And on 200 meters left, I'm sitting in the draft, but you see this guy starts to go. I'm pretty gassed, but I know it's go time here. So I get out the saddle a little bit late, but going for the finish. And look who comes behind, the red guy. He takes it a little bit stronger of a sprint, maybe conserved a bit of energy, and actually takes it from me. So all in all, pretty good race. 4th overall in Zwift Power, so pretty happy about that, and more races to come.